Hey, welcome everybody back to the garage of notorious B.O.B. Today we're going to be exchanging out the stock horn on the Honda CTX700 2014 model to something a little bit more substantial. So the first thing we're going to do is why we're doing this is because the stock horn on these bikes is pretty lame and weak. It sounds like the Roadrunner, meet meet. And so we're going to be changing it out to something a little bit more substantial. We're going to be changing it out to the Denali Sound Bomb. This is the horn we're going to use is actually a split zone one, which I'll show you in a little bit. But the first thing we're going to do is turn on the motorcycle so you can hear what the stock horn sounds like. As you can hear, that's pretty lame. So we're going to get into the install in the next few minutes about how to install the Denali Sound Bomb horn on the Honda CTX700. We'll talk to you soon. Okay, so before I show you where the finished install, I wanted to show you how I run the wires. And so first of all, I use this this plug-and-play Denali Sound Bomb wiring harness. It's a plug-and-play, literally. It made it very simple to use. And so the harness itself, you have a battery lead, positive and negative. It's got its own inline fuse here. That then in turn comes down here, and it comes with its own 30 amp relay. And so I've heard that it's important to have the relay up, down, straight up and down. So I just have it sitting, it's just tucked in here. So that lead goes there from the battery up to its own relay. Then it's got two runouts, two split outs. One is this one here, which is basically the positive and negative that runs to the compressor itself. And then this one is another positive and negative lead that runs to the old terminal point from the old horn. So you just run this down to where your wires lead into the old horn and then tap into that. And then this one will just plug directly into the bottom of the compressor. It's really simple. They make a do-it-yourself version model harness, but I recommend the plug and play. It's a few more bucks, but it's way easier. Comes with the fuses and the relay that you need to complete the setup. All right, so next thing we'll see is how we finish the install. Okay, so just before I started cleaning this up, I wanted to show you the first thing. I've mounted the compressor here, and I basically zip tied it to the frame here. It comes with a mounting kit, but I couldn't really find any good place on the bike to mount it. And so you can see wires are just sort of dangling. I'm going to get all this cleaned up. But basically what I've done is I've taken this is the original lead from the factory horn, and that's now tapped into the wiring harness from the new horn. This lead here is again from the wiring harness, and that goes into the compressor, which is right here. Okay, then out from the compressor is the air hose, this hose, and I've just sort of tucked it back in here. Now you can see where I've hidden the new horn, which is right here, and this is the hose, the air hose that comes down. So I've done a test, so the plastic will fit around here without making any modifications. And so that just gives you an idea of where I've mounted the horn. I've used, this is the factory bracket that was on the bike already. All I did was just push it about an inch inward so it would fit right, and that's a pretty accurate fit. So again, when you back up just from the install, the compressor is mounted right along the cage there, and then the new horn is down here, and it won't look nearly as obtrusive once I get the plastic back on. So I just wanted to show you where I've mounted those things before I put the plastics back on and tug all the wires. Okay, so welcome back. As you can see, I've tucked all the wires, sort of cleaned up the install. The wires are basically tucked up from the battery compartment up in here, come through here, up here, down, and then the positive and negative leads are coming to the bottom of the compressor. The air hose from the compressor is coming down here, through the back, and then to the horn. You can see now where the horn is installed with the plastics back on. Relatively clean install. I didn't have to make any modifications to the plastic whatsoever. So very clean install overall. I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see what the total install looks on the bike. Again, very clean. The compressor is there along the tube of the frame, and then the horn itself is down there where the old stock horn is. Plenty of clearance from the wheel and all those things. And so now for the moment of truth, we're going to crank it up and take a listen to what the new horn sounds like. All right, here we go. So significant difference from what the stock horn was. So everybody, this has been from the garage of Notorious B.O.B. Thanks for watching the install of the Denali sound bomb horn. I did the split version. Hey, be safe, ride safe, and have a good one. We'll talk to you later.